Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. It's your boy Cool Rob, cooler than cool, cooler than most, cooler than the other side of the pillow. Welcome back to another episode of Cool Rob TV. Thank you so much for all love and support y'all showing me, touching the soul, and soul is touching beautiful things, so keep it coming. Don't forget to subscribe to Cool Rob TV, all caps. Leave comments, like, dislike, engage with me, and engage with us. Engagement is a must because we're always looking for new people to come on these show. Shout out to my homeboys, Movie Hood TV. Show us some love, and show them some love. Want to get all that out. The panel is back. They got something to say. We get ready to get it in. So let me introduce them. I'm going to start off with life coach, Bridget. How you, Miss Bridget?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Doing good, and thank you so much for taking time out your day to come back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. What can I say, man? Y'all will never know this. This is my supervisor at one point. You know what I'm saying? Coolest dude I ever known. I mean, real cool dude right here, man. Briscoe, what's good, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How you, man?
You blessed, man. Blessed for the best, man.
Thank you so much for taking time out your schedule to come on, bro. I really appreciate you.
No doubt.
Last but not least, can I say, my first ever co-host on the show. She rocked it. Miss Ashley, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. I'm smiling, man. You did a great job. I just want to say that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So that's the panel tonight, y'all. We get ready to get it in. Tonight's topic, we get ready to talk about the Breonna Taylor situation. But before we do that, I got some statistics, y'all. So here we go. Y'all ready?
What?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Fatal police shootings in the United States seem to be only increasing, with the total of 661 civilians having been shot, 123 whom were Black. And this statistic was as of August 30th, 2020. The rate of fatal police shootings among Black Americans much higher than other races, standing at 31 fatal shootings per million of the population as of August 2020. Last but not least, in a world where death by lethal force by law enforcement, victims of white 52%, but Black 32%, with a fatal rate 2.8% higher among Blacks than whites. Most victims were reported to be armed, 83%, right? However, Black victims were more likely to be unarmed at 14.8% than white 9.4%, Hispanic 5.8%. And panel, when you hear those statistics, what's on your mind? And I'm gonna go with Ashley.
Being Black in America is a crime. They look at our skin color as a threat. It's unfortunate that we don't get the same respect that a white person does. I've seen numerous videos where I've literally seen a white person chase a police officer with a gun, literally body slam them on the ground, and they are still alive, to be able to go to court and allow the judicial system to do whatever it needs to do. But we, on the other hand, are always somehow getting killed. So it's just our skin color is a crime. It's ridiculous. I don't even have nothing else to say on that point.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for starting us off. Markel, when you hear those statistics, what's on your mind?
I'd say for me, man, just to piggyback what Ashley said, like I said, man, it's mind-boggling, because this damn Black. I mean, it's been going on for over 400 and some years, and nothing has changed. It just all they did was, slavery is over, so now that they can't put us and change the shackles anymore, this is their way. They use the police now. But the system was always built like it.
Absolutely.
And it's sad to say, but it is. The system was always built, including the laws and everything, was always built to keep us down. And it's frustrating. And as Black folks, we get tired of talking about it. It's like we're talking about it every day. And so it's not surprising. That's where it becomes sad. when you get to the point that you're not surprised anymore. So when you say those statistics, I'm not surprised because it's like it's our reality, and that's sad. That's our reality. 'Cause we don't deserve that. We deserve just as much as any other race on this earth,
Right.
and it's not fair. We don't get equal opportunity, equal life as everybody else does.
It's frustrating, bro. I feel your pain. Life coach. You hear those statistics, what's on your mind?
I feel the same way as Ashley has stated, as well as Markel. Um, it is just a crime to just be black in America. They for the color of our skin, and for everything to be dictated as well as narrated by those that are not black, those that are not of color, you know. And let's just get downright to it. Those that are women, okay? This is truly, like Tupac said, this is a white man's world, okay? He is the dictator as well as the narrator. If he uh, doesn't like the rules, then he can go and just switch them up, you know? And if he says something that, let's just say, perfect example. You attend a university. At one point in time, it was like, it'll take 4 years to get your master's degree. Black people started soaring and getting that. And now it's same if you want to become a doctor. Now the same degree, 8 years. Okay, you know what? Still too many getting it. Let's do 12. Okay. And again, because that white man is able to narrate and dictate how things are to flow, then yeah, I believe those statistics. And I'm not one that's big on that because, I feel like everyone's not necessarily accounted for, especially when it comes to us. So yeah, it's frustrating. And yeah, I'm very pissed off. So yeah.
Like I say, I can see the pain written all over y'all faces, y'all. But we're gonna get, like I said, we're gonna hopefully one day, just hopefully one day, things will change. Just keep hope alive, y'all. Here we go. All right, so we get ready to move on to a few questions I got for you, panel. So I'm gonna start off with this. Again, we talking about the Breonna Taylor situation, y'all. So if you don't know, I'm gonna catch y'all up. The death of Breonna Taylor, a black medical worker who was shot and killed by a Louisville police officer, in March during a botched raid in her apartment. The grand jury indicted a former Louisville police officer in September for wanton endangerment. I ain't never heard of that. For his actions during the raid. No charges were announced against the two other officers who fired the shots. No one was charged for causing Miss Taylor's death. So the question I got for the panel, and it actually comes from a viewer. The killing of Breonna Taylor was March 14th, 2020. For months, the family were fighting for justice, right? In September, the family accepted $12 million for wrongful death lawsuit. Panel, should the family taking the money or should they not? And I'm gonna go with Ashley.
Okay, so I pondered on that question because I've always been like, accept the money after, um, they go to court or whatever and they've been convicted. However, I've read other cases where they accepted the money afterwards and there was still no change. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like we already knew what it was. We already knew whether they accepted the money or not. Nothing was going to happen. So like as I sit back and think on it now, I mean, I don't see any harm on accepting the money because we already knew the outcome. Like I have no faith in the justice system. So I already knew nothing was going to happen. I knew they weren't going to charge them with anything, and if they did, they wouldn't have gotten convicted for it. So, I mean, it's either way. It's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. If you accept the money, then people like, well, she shouldn't have accepted it. And then it's like, if you don't accept the money, then it's like, why didn't she accept it? So it's like, it's a no-win situation when you already know the outcome of what's going to happen.
Good stuff right there. Markel.
For me, I feel I have no problem with her family accepting the money. Here's the big issue, and this is why this whole case sounds crazy. You settled $12 million with the family. The officer did anything wrong, didn't do anything wrong. Why would you settle with that amount of money?
Mm.
This was, we all knew, first of all, because the way the laws are written and how much they settle around officers, no matter what they do, they're always going to be found out not guilty no matter what, that they wasn't going to be charged.
Mm.
Even if they were charged, it wasn't going to go through. We all knew that. But for you to come out and say that the let's not say two, all three officers, nobody was at fault for killing Breonna Taylor, but you settled with the family for $12 million. So for me, and I'm pretty sure everybody else doesn't make sense.
Mm.
So me personally, I don't have no problem with the family taking the money, because either way, you was gonna pay, and you knew. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna pay now, or you gonna pay later. You might have to pay more, depending on what because we all knew that, and they did. You also knew that it was wrong, and that they killed that girl for no apparent reason. That situation could have been handled a totally different way. So I don't have no problem with the family taking money. Because I feel like this, either way, later or now, they was going to get it in either way. And I still feel as if that either way, we still wasn't going to get justice.
Mm.
Plain and simple. Why would you announce 2 days before you announce if you're going to press charges against these officers or not, that you put the state on a state emergency? Right there, you already told us what you already going to do. So, what else to say,
Thank you, bro. Life coach.
The $12 million that was given to the family, to me, that was crumbs. There's some money, there's certain money that we never want to collect, like the insurance money from the death of a loved one. Okay, we may invest in it and things like that, but that's money that we're never looking to collect. You gave us $12 million because you went back and you looked at her family, and in my mind, you said this will shut them the hell up. Okay, and they'll just go ahead and go. I mean, $12 million, come on now. They've never seen that kind of money before, so just go ahead. Now, Rob, if you will, tell me the name of that charge again. What was it?
Wanton.
Yeah, that shit. That right there. Do you know that I can get that very charge? Any of us charge if we're just recklessly driving on the fucking streets. That is a very low charge. Okay, very low. It's very disrespectful how they even came about doing that shit. Giving him that charge. I mean, baby girl even had a bullet in fucking foot. Excuse me. Okay, her foot. You guys shot her the fuck up.
Yeah.
And you think that it's okay her family $12 million to their baby who was literally just asleep in her own house, minding her own, and then you turn around with your low-life trifling asses and try to charge her dude, okay, and try to charge him for some shit, for using a whatever. Okay, you tried to take the attention off of y'all. It took all of y'all to shoot up in there at the wrong house, and then at the last minute, you just now have one witness, and that just dictates the whole fucking thing. I think not. I think now, yeah, I'd have took the 12 million. I'd have flipped that shit and came back for y'all at y'all asses some more, for some more. Okay? You guys want to sit up here and do some shit like that after baby or killing my family, and I'm supposed to just be okay with that shit? Because you gave me $12 million, so I'm supposed to be like, oh, it's all right, you know. I mean, we'll just do this in honor of no, because she didn't have to fucking be dead. She didn't have to die for your mistake. And let's just flip that shit. Let's just say it was 12 black officers who shot a fucking white woman. Would it have been the same outcome?
Yep. That's a good question.
Come on
Let's
now.
flip that.
Absolutely.
Okay, because fair exchange ain't no robbery. If it was the black officers who did that to a woman, would it be, I mean, how would we do? Offer the family $12 million, and then he gets the same charge. Not even the one who initiated the shooting, but the other officer. You know, we're just going to give him, we're going to give Malcolm, you know, we're going to charge him with this wonton bullshit. That, and then he's going to turn around. He's going to get out on $15,000 bail. He's going to go ahead and live his life. Oh, and we're just going to don't even think about all the pictures that they took in fucking Miami or wherever the fuck they were in Florida, taking pictures, enjoying their lives while this family is planning a freaking funeral. Are you kidding me?
I didn't even know.
It's crazy because there was a police officer in Minnesota. He was like, well, he's a minority, whether he's Indian, black, whatever. He actually killed a white lady and got charged with second-degree murder, was convicted, sentenced to prison, and they offered her family $20 million. That was the settlement on top of him going to jail for murdering her. So you are right. If the roles were reversed, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation right now.
At all.
Thank you so much, panel. We're gonna move on. Michael.
Yeah.
This is another question from a viewer. Should Breonna's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, be at fault in any way?
That's a good question because I've heard a lot of different perspectives on that. But just from my studying, because right now I'm studying criminal justice and understanding and hearing what happened. If I was him, if I was in his position, I would have done the same thing. Because here's why I say that, because and I don't fault him because I'm pretty sure he knew about Breonna Taylor's past with the guy that she dealt with in the past. And there's more to that a lot of people don't even know. Even for instance, where this guy took her car, and committed a murder with her rental car.
Yeah.
If I was him, protecting myself and protecting my woman, and if you don't tell me who you are coming into my door, you bust out my door, I'm doing the same thing. So I don't fault him because I feel his instinct and his thinking was to protect her and protect himself.
Yeah.
He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. The last thing he wanted to happen was for her to die. I'm pretty sure of that. So it's kind of funny how people have took this whole entire scenario and flipped it on him. As if like a white man can go and protect his family and it's okay. But when that black man do it, he stands up for that black woman and he protects her, then, oh, he shouldn't have done that. He instigated the situation. Guess what? As a white man, you would have done the same goddamn thing that Steve Malone. You would have done the same daggone thing that black man did. You can protect your family at all means necessary. So me personally, no, I have no problem with what he did, and he should not be at fault at all. I'm pretty sure he's hurt deeply. I'm pretty sure that's something he's gonna live with the rest of his life. But if he knows deep down inside, and her family, I'm pretty sure knows that he did what he was supposed to do, never protect her, and he cried. Bad thing about it was, look who he was trying to protect her from. The people that's supposed to be protecting her.
Good stuff right there, bro. Life coach.
if you come to my home and you forcefully try to enter my home or you do something aggressive, I'm no. I don't see anything wrong with what he did. He was protecting his home like I'm thinking any man would, any person would. Okay, I don't know who you are. That man didn't go to bed and just say, you know what, I'm gonna get up around this time because I'm looking to shoot somebody. He didn't do that. Okay, they brought the noise to him. Okay, and I don't think he even thought, I just want to kill a cop today. I just want to shoot at some officers today. I'm gonna wait till my girl go to sleep, and then I'm just gonna just wait because they should be coming here tonight. No, I don't think so. I don't think what he did was wrong. But then again, Rob, black women ain't shit. Black women, I mean, they're the lowest on the totem pole, so how dare he protect his queen? Oh my God, and she's black? Oh yeah. How dare he protect her? What man does that? Okay. That man did nothing wrong. I don't care about her past. I don't care about his past. I care about the moment. Okay. And at that moment, he was doing what I would hope any man would do, and that's protect his home, protecting his woman. So no, I don't think he did anything wrong. And let me clarify something for those who may misconstrue what I'm saying. Black women, we are queens, okay? And our black men are kings. And if we as black people, let me just say this, if a black man can't do it, it cannot be done, period, okay? The black man is the initiator and he is the king. And I don't care what anyone else has to say about that. And I'm not talking colored people, I'm saying black people. Let's make that clear. Let me be perfectly clear. Okay, and I have nothing against no other races, no colored people, nothing like that, but I am specifically speaking on my black king and my black queens, us as women, because we do get the shit end of the stick, and no one is supposed to look out for us, and no one is supposed to protect us, and no one is supposed to respect us, okay, period. And if we show assertiveness for something that we're passionate about, then they're quick to label us as angry black women. And I'm tired of that shit. So, again, to answer the question, her man did nothing wrong in my eyes.
Thank you so much, life coach. And Ashley.
No, because in Louisville is an open carry state as long as you do not have a felony, meaning that you can carry a weapon whatever. And I feel like when it comes to us, why don't self-defense laws or stand your ground laws, why don't they ever apply to us? This man was asleep in his house with his girlfriend. If somebody comes and kicks your door down at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're not thinking they the police. You're thinking that somebody's coming to try to fucking kill you. So it's like, what did they think was going to happen? And then furthermore, the police officer that got shot, they don't even know who shot him. They don't know if it was the boyfriend that shot him. They don't know if it was friendly fire. They absolutely know nothing about who shot this man. He could have been shot by friendly fire, but if you come to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, I mean, what do you expect people to do? Like, I don't understand in an open carry state where it's legal for you to carry a weapon as long as you have no felonies. Like, when it comes to black people in America, why don't stand your ground laws apply to us? Like, I that's the most frustrating part, because they expect us to not defend ourselves, and then when we do, it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't have did that. Well, why the hell does it apply to everybody else and not us?
Y'all bringing it tonight, panel. It's touching the soul. We're gonna move on, and I'm gonna start with Ashley. We've been marching since the '60s. We protest. Sometimes we loot. Nothing seems to change. Are we doing enough? And is it time for us to find new ways to doing things to make some change?
I wish I had an answer for that, but I don't, because if we march, they have something to say about that. If we kneel, they have something to say about that. If we loot, they have something to say about that. So what are you supposed to do? Like like Daniel Cameron, like Tamika Mallory said it perfect. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Like at the end of the day, like how do you look her mother in the eye, knowing that that's your sister? That could have been your sister, and you don't even present charges to the grand jury that has anything to do with her. Like, what do you want us to do? Like we've marched, we've looted, we've burned down, we've yelled, we've screamed, we've voted, we've gotten people out of office. Until the laws of the land change, which I don't believe that we have the power to do that, nothing is going to change. Because the way the law is written, the justice system is doing exactly what it was supposed to do. It was never designed for us anyway. So it's working how it's supposed to. But unless the laws change, we can march, we can scream, we can kneel, we can burn down stuff. Nothing is going to matter until the laws actually change.
Life coach.
I'm so glad you asked that question, because I want to say it was Einstein who said it. If you keep doing the same thing, expecting to change, expecting things to change, then you're crazy. Somebody crazy. My thing is this: America, and this white man in America seems to only understand money. Okay, so if you want to see a change, this is what I've posed on many different occasions, okay? Walmart, Amazon. See, every time one of ours die from the hands of a police officer, from a senseless killing, from something racially motivated, see, my people should withhold their money from you for a week every time one of ours die. Now, Walmart likes to build in what they deem as poverty-stricken communities, failing to realize that the people there are not necessarily poor by a revenue. They are poor from poor spending habits. Their mindset is poor. Okay. And because their mindset is poor, Walmart knows that. Just like Asian people, they know that spit. So they set up shop in these low-life communities, in these ghetto areas and things like that. They set up there because they know they're going to make money there. So every time there's some police brutality, hours die, whatever. You guys, just 1 week, nationwide, nobody shops at Walmart. Nobody orders anything from Amazon. Amazon's a mother trillionaire. Trillion. Go 1 week, you guys. Just one. And I swear to George, they're going to feel it in their pockets. They're going to get up and want to know what's going on. When you have corporate beginning to be a voice for the community, when you have money being a voice for the community, then people begin to listen. But as long as you're going to burn down their stores, damn it, that's what insurance is for. I'm just going to rebuild a better one.
Right.
That's all I'm going to do. Okay? As long as you're going to steal shit out of stores that are insured, you're not hurting them people. Okay? At all. And I'm going to reflect back on, the Rodney King beating. Okay, and what took place in my hometown in LA on Florence and Normandy. Okay, and then all the looting and all that stuff took place or whatever. Okay, you didn't hurt them people. You burned down shit in your own community, and guess what? Now you're forced to go over into their community, and they gonna treat you how the hell they want to treat you. So better yet, instead of doing that, 1 week, you guys. Oh my God, I can't get my tampons from this type of store. I have to get them from Walmart. No, you don't. You've been conditioned to believe that shit. Okay, you can support the mom and pop store just for 1 week. Just to see a change, because obviously what you're doing isn't working. Okay, and even with Rosa Parks, when they didn't ride that bus, them people felt that shit. Okay, same thing. Don't shop. And I'm going to keep saying that because I stand on that, because I haven't done so. Okay, and it's not because, oh, she got money, she can do that. No, the hell I don't. Okay, I'm just not piss poor minded. All right. And I know that these people don't like me, but I know they love my money. I've even made a vow to I'm not eating no goddamn Chinese food going forward until I see one in a soul food restaurant. I've yet to see that. Okay. So I forgot, oh boy, name Gambino, I want to say. Stay woke. Well, wake up. Wake up, people, and realize what's happening with our people. Okay, and if we can't get all of us, damn it, then let's take what we can get, some of us, and let's make some moves. 1 week, yeah, that's what I have to say.
Good stuff right there, life coach. Mark Kale, take us home.
All right. I went the economics one, perfect, but there's another one that we started, and I believe that we should have kept it going. And it goes with entertainment. It goes with sports and everything. I believe it all needs shut it down. Shut it down. No basketball, no football,
Yes.
no none of that. Shut it down. Because here's what you gotta understand. Now just think about that little bit of time for that one day when the Milwaukee Bucks shut it down. They said they wasn't gonna play. Them white people went crazy.
Yes, they did.
Because entertainment
Yes.
is something that they love. If you think about what are they spending money on? They spending money on vacation. They spending money on sports. And who are the people that's always the entertainers when it comes to sports? It's black folks. It's black folks. Shut it down. Movies, black actors, shut it down. See, you gotta hit them. You gotta with the economic. You gotta hit where it hurts. Shut it down. I'm not doing a damn one thing. And here's what we gotta understand. Until Congress, that legislative branch who makes the laws, that legislative branch who writes the law, because we all know it ain't just no hip hop thing and it's done. No, we know it's a step to this. But guess what? It can be done. But see, what we gotta do, we gotta force them. Marching, I'm all for marching. Marching is great. I will continue to march. But guess what? We gotta go. We gotta hit them where it hurts. Economically, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because those are two big ones. You think about who spends the most money in this country?
We do.
We spend money on everything. Clothes, shoes, cars, houses. We spend more money than white folks. But they never tell you that. They always make it seem like they do. White think they're rich because they don't spend damn money. They spend the money that they get it from us. Black folks. You see what I'm saying? Stop supporting them. Stop putting them in power, like you say. Walmart ain't nothing but a big monopoly. That's all Walmart is. And always has been. How do you, when it comes to Amazon, how are we in a pandemic? Dude, and you become a billionaire doing a pandemic.
Yeah.
A billionaire. There's a reason for that. Because he's reaping off of poor, mostly black folks. You know what I'm saying? You in a pandemic where people are dying and struggling, people losing jobs, all kinds of things going on. But you're becoming a billionaire. See, this is a system, this was always built. This is built this way. This pandemic ain't happening for this. It ain't just happening and then all of a sudden it happened. All this stuff was planned, man. We better, like she said, you better stay woke and understand. It's real out here. But like I say, shit, my one I did, and I think they should have started and kept it going. Should have been no football season. I would have found a football player. I would not have played. Now I hear this thing about how am I going how if I don't play, some everybody doesn't have the financial means to not work. Talking about the football players and stuff like that. But has kids, guess what? Our ancestors, they survived
Mm.
off of literally nothing compared to what the hell we make now. What some of these guys making now. Those are never excuses. If you want to
I
make something
agree.
happen, you gotta be willing to give up something. And I believe that's one thing we should be willing to give up is not entertainment. But give them what they want, because when you don't give them what they want, then they say, oh, you know what, we gotta go to the table. And don't give you because we can't fluke them no more. Like you said, you can't give them money. You can't give them 12 million. That ain't gonna work. They ain't going for that. We want laws changed. In order to get laws changed, because that's the pinnacle. I don't care. We can talk about everything else. Until the laws are changed, everything else does not matter. Point blank.
And just to piggyback off of what you said, like as far as the entertainment, like a lot of these players, that's a cop out to me when you say you don't have the means, because Colin Kaepernick gave up his whole entire livelihood, not knowing how he was going to make it. Like, but what did God do? God made his enemy his footstool, and God provided a way. Whether we don't know what the amount of his settlement was, but I know for a fact that Colin Kaepernick was going to be okay because he did the right thing. It's not too many athletes that want to take the chance and step out on faith and say, you know what, enough is enough. Like, we tired of this. Because if they, like you said, if they take the entertainment away, then it's like, okay, but what can we do to change this? Let's come to the table. Let's see what we can do to get these laws changed. But until that happens, until we understand our power and stand up and stuff like that, like you said, Black people spend the most money, but we make the least. We the biggest consumers, but we make the least money. Come on, y'all. Like, if everybody stood up and took their power back, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation, because they would be willing to come to the table and say, what can we do to fix this?
Y'all touching the soul tonight, panel. I'm telling y'all. All right, here we go. We're actually down to the last two questions. I may have a bonus, but here we go. Here we go one. How can we build and take care of our own culture? Just like that. How can we build and take care of our own culture? And I ended with Ashley. I'm gonna start with Ashley.
We can build our culture and take care of our culture by grooming our young people. They our future. Like, we gotta put them in positions to let them know that they can be anything they want to do. We have to pour into them when it comes to spending habits, home ownership, entrepreneurship. I just think it starts with grooming our young people, instilling values and morals and stuff in them, so that way they can be better than what we are. Like, for a lot of us now, we're older, so like I don't think that change will probably come in our lifetime. But I am hopeful that change will come in my children's lifetime. That's why in my house, we are not big on college. If you want to go to college, that's fine. But we mainly promote entrepreneurship, because one thing about it, can't nobody take something that you started. That's your baby. Can't nobody take that from you. So I feel like when it comes to changing the community or whatever, we got to start with our young people, but then we also have to change our mindsets too. We need to start eating healthier, eating cleaner, so we can be around to be there for our children. And a lot of times it's like we have the me mindset. Like, as long as whatever's going on out there, nobody cares about it until it affects their household. We got to get back to the same way it takes a village to raise a child. It takes everybody. We got to get out of that mindset. Well, if it wasn't my child, then it doesn't matter to me. I just feel like, grooming our young people, changing our mindset, changing our eating habits, our spending habits and stuff. That's the only way we're going to be able to change our community, and for the better.
Good stuff right there, Ashley. Markel.
So the question is, how can we change our community?
I'm gonna read it to you again, just like this. How can we build and take care of our own culture?
We can go. I think for me, I would say we can go back to something that we did, and that was Black Wall Street.
Yes.
We got to put the money back into our.
Yeah.
We got to build our own. We got to build our own.
Mm.
We gotta. It's all fine and dandy to put your, mom and pop store, or do this, do that, but we gotta we gotta build something again that's ours. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm big with the young folks, is young folks too, because I believe I sit around a lot of time, and I'm around a lot of young folks, and I believe that without them, I believe a lot of this would not be going on right now. And what I mean is, a
Absolutely.
lot of it that's being talked about would not be talked about if it wasn't for them. I believe our young people, this generation, they're strong, they're frustrated, they're smart, and so for me, I just feel like, we gotta build with them, man. We
Mm.
gotta build with them. It's you can go a million different ways, but I just say, build with them, come together and build an empire
Mm.
that we can stand, and we can say, guess what? You can't knock this down. You're not going to destroy this. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that situation.
Stuff right there, bro. My boy Fly Guy, big advocate for Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Life coach.
I'm just going to what both Ashley as well as Markel has mentioned. I have a saying, I have an acronym for our African proverb, which is it takes a whole village to raise a child. Village to me is victorious individuals lending love abundantly to generations evolving. That's you, that's me, that's us as a whole. Okay, we've been there, we've done that. If we've been in the woods, and I've used this analogy before, if we've been in the woods and we've come out of the woods and we see our young people walking back and forth talking about they wonder what's happening in the woods, but instead of going in to see for themselves, they're talking to their friends about what they think may be in the woods, instead of coming to us and asking the older generation, what's going on up in there. Then we have a problem, if you will, because it's kind of like the blind leading the blind. It's not kind of like, it is like the blind leading the blind. You don't know what's happening in those woods. All you're doing is talking about what you think may be happening up in there.
Mhm.
But come and get information from someone who's actually been in those woods, who's walked all through those woods, and can tell you what's happening in there and what it's like when you're coming up out of there. Now, with that being said, the way to rebuild our community, our culture, is what Markel said. It's about supporting our own. And I need to go back for a sec, because with our young, must teach them, and because they're very smart. Okay, I absolutely love this generation, because not only are they innovative, but they are doers. They get out there, they make it happen.
Mhm.
Okay. And I admire them for that to the fullest. They get out and try the idea. Let's see if it works. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, guess what? We back at the drawing table and we finna try it again. Okay. They using them phones to get some stuff done. Okay. So I'm not mad at them for that. My teaching them what school doesn't, and that's budgeting. Teaching them how to market, teaching them how to be self-sufficient, so that you can give to your community. Now, we can all do this part. If we want to build ours up, then okay, well, Rob has this platform, so anytime Rob asks me to be on this platform, guess what? I'm going to support him because I know what he's trying to do. All right. Well, I know that, you know what? I want some lip gloss. So, instead of going to the beauty supply house to some people that don't even like me, and when I walk in there, I see nobody that even looks like me, but I go on Instagram and I see a sister on there selling lip gloss. You know what? I'm going to support her. I'm going to go ahead and get some lip gloss from her. And you really do need me a hoodie right now. You know what? Instead of going over to Nike to get a hoodie, I see it's a brother on here, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, that's selling hoodies. Let me see what he got, and let me slide some ends his way to help him out. In other words, we need to start supporting each other because we have everything we need amongst each other. But we just choose to support businesses that are already established and tear down those of us who's trying to come up. Okay. And as soon as we break away from having to stand in line for hours at a time for some damn Jordans, where all Jordan did was switch the damn number up on them. Okay. And he got the Chinese people out there doing this, that, and the other. And Jordan, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking you, my brother. However, I do have a problem with you because you do support the prison system. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, we need to support one another. And if we start supporting one another, then we will begin to build. And everything is not monetarily. If you can support somebody monetarily, fine. I'm a life coach. If somebody needs some, this person is going through some things and I can't afford a coach, or I can't afford, well, then call me up. Let's talk, because the initial consultation is free. I'm a part of the village. I feel compelled. I need to do my part. Okay. And it's that simple. Period. That's it. We need to start supporting one another and moving in that direction, because Mexicans do it, Asians do it. We're the only people who sit up here and he got to get out my house because, okay, come on. Okay. So that's where I'm at with it. Just piggybacking off of what they stated. We need to start supporting one another, and it does. It takes a whole village. And we're a part of that village. And although our village is broken and shattered into pieces, right here is the start. Okay, so what we learn right here on this platform, guess what? I'm going to share with my household, you share with your households, and hopefully when my children or my household goes out, they share with their friends. Now we got it going. Okay, now we're talking. We need to not only talk, we have to do. Okay, it takes work. Even the Bible says faith without works is dead. We have to work. Okay, and this is going to take some work, because a lot of us have been whitewashed and brainwashed, and we're asleep, and we don't want to face the truth, and we don't want to do the things that it would take in order for us to be a unit. So support and realizing the village.
Good stuff right there. And we down to our last question, panel. It is, after the ruling of this case, what have we learned? And I'm gonna go with Marquette.
She say, what have we learned? What we already knew. What we already knew. With this case, like, first of all, with this whole indictment, this secret jury. See, here's what we gotta understand. There's a reason why they call it secret. Because behind scenes, all they do is they make everything look the way they want. They say what they want. They put what evidence they want to put out there. They already knew from the beginning that they wasn't going to charge those officers. So for me, we already knew. And it's sad that I feel that way. But it's I don't want to say reality, but it is reality. And it should not be my reality. You know what I'm saying? But that's why when I seen everything, I just wasn't surprised. One frustrated, one upset. I was hurt. I'm hurt, but I wasn't surprised.
Thank you, brother. Life coach. What have we learned?
We've learned that how much they do the Black Lives Matter movement, we still don't matter. And it's sad. It's sad, it's hurtful, it's insulting. We've learned that it seems as though no matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, um, we're just going to always be looked down. And even in that, I that's all, hurtful things to say, hurtful realizations. However, I'm one that's big on trying to find the good in every bad. Because this happened, and it's happened so openly. Sad that Breonna, excuse me. It's sad that Breonna had to lose her life behind this, being such a senseless. It's sad that that happened. However, we now know what we need to do as a people. We all know that we all know that nothing is going to change if we keep doing the same thing. So we know. And you know what? When you don't know something, that's one thing. But you guys, we have so much information now, despite how it was given to us. We have it. Okay, we know that they don't like us. We know all this stuff. Okay, fine, that's on the table. But now we know that regardless of whether you want to do it, if you hit the pockets of those who have the money, you will see a change. I guarantee you that. So again, that happened to her. And I think there is some good out of this bad situation that could happen amongst us, but we have to all be willing. We have to all be willing to come together and realize that, there's no big I's and no little U's. We're all in this together. And the time is now. Or otherwise, you guys, that 450 years ago, or 400, I think it's a little over that, years ago of slavery, history is going to repeat itself. And we can't have that happen. So, yeah.
Ashley, take us home.
So what I learned was I've always known this. There was no justice. It's always just us. Um, it's just us. We gotta come together as a community, as a culture, as a race to try to eradicate some of these things. It's unfortunate because when I look at Breonna Taylor, I see my face. I see my daughter's face. When I look at Tamir Rice, I think about my sons. And it's just unfortunate that this just keeps happening. And to me, it's frustrating. I remember when Jacob Blake got shot, and I just stood in my room and I just cried. And I was like, what is wrong? I am tired. I'm overwhelmed. I'm frustrated. I don't know what else to do. I have lost all faith in the justice system. I don't know. I don't have any words. Like, I know at the end of the day, it's just us. And we have to somehow come together. We got to stick together because at the end of the day, we are all we have. And we clearly see that every day, whether it be from the White House to your local governments to what's going on in your police departments. We see it every day. We have to come together, or this stuff is going to keep happening and keep happening and keep happening, and then eventually it's going to be nobody left. So it's just us, and we have to figure out a way to come together.
Thank you so much, panel. Y'all rocked it. Y'all bring that fire tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're down to shout outs. I'm gonna go with life coach. You got any shout outs?
I do. Uh-oh. There we go. As always, I'm going to shout out my ladies of Bridget and my homies. And um, it does, you guys. It it takes a village. I'm sorry, it really does. In this, I want to say this. I know that every cop is not bad, okay, and I know that every officer is not good. Um, I know that the justice system is not. It was created to be. It was created to put us away. Okay, it was created to keep us beneath and below, or whatever, and keep us incarcerated and all that other spit that they try to do. I know that. Um, so for the good officers out there, and for those that's in uh, the justice system, that works in the justice system, if you're a good person, kudos to you. And you need to stand up and you need to voice your views. You need to be a voice in your community, period. Okay? Don't just sit there and continue to watch things happen and wait for people to go out looting, marching, and stuff like that to complain. Get up and do your part. And that's where I'll leave it.
Markel, any shout outs?
I would just say, I will just leave everybody with this. I say for myself, this year, this was the reason why I went back to school to get into criminal justice because I want to be a part of the solution. I'm going to school to become. I want to become a prosecutor because here's for me the reason why is because the way the laws and the way they do our people, we don't have enough of us that are willing to stand up and tell them when they're wrong. You see what I'm saying? And understand how the system is built. See, some of us, sad to say, but some of us will do anything for money and power. So for me, I want to be a part of the solution. So this is one reason. This is the reason why I got into criminal justice. One, I've been in. We known each other, buddy, all my life. So I've been into the field since I've been out of high school. But this year, seeing everything that's going on, understanding everything that's been going on, and getting into depth and understanding how these laws are made and what these laws say and how they affect my people in so many different ways, more ways than we know. This was the reason why I wanted to get on. And so what I'm saying is, I want to tell every black person out there, be a part of the process. Don't just sit back and just talk. It's easy to talk. Do something. That's in your home, in your community, in your church, no matter where. Be a part of the solution because trust me, don't give up. This ain't the end for us. And don't think that just because Trump doesn't say Trump lose and Biden get in the White House, that doesn't mean that everything is okay for black folks. We can't put all our faith into one person.
Right.
We own our own. We can do this, but we gotta come together. And we gotta do it. Do it as a people, which we have done before. We did it back. We did it 400 years ago. We can do it again.
Yeah, bro. Ashley, any shout outs?
My shout out is to the entire Breonna Taylor family. I want you to know sincerely that from the bottom of my heart, I am truly sorry what happened to Breonna. Big shout out to Tamika Mallory and Until Freedom. They have been in Louisville, Kentucky, I believe for like 3 months now. They actually picked up where they were staying. and kind of been in Kentucky for the past 3 months. To every little black girl, little black boy, I know the odds are stacked against you, but we got you. We're gonna make a way for y'all to have a brighter future. Just stay focused, and continue to smile, because everything is going to be better, even if I have to fight to my last breath to make sure the world is different for y'all.
Also, I want to say that Ashley reached out to me and asked me to get this thing together because she had something to say. My shout outs to the panel. Thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule to come on the show. Y'all rock tonight. Y'all run that fine. I cannot wait till this come out so everybody can see it. Shout outs to my subscribers. All the love and supports touching the soul. Y'all keep it coming. Keep it coming. So we're at the part where can they find you, where can they follow you, and where they can subscribe to you at Life Coach?
I can be found on Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube. And my name is the same on all three platforms. I am Life Coach Bridget, Life Coach Bridget Cooks, or Love Me. I am, that's the life coaching aspect of it. I am also a mentor for our young adults between the ages of 12 and 24. I have an organization called Bridget Homies, which is an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues, Devouring Girls Everywhere Today, and Helping Our Males Individually Express Self. That can be found as well as on Instagram and Facebook. With Bridget Homies, what I do is provide a platform for, like I said, our young adults to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. Okay, you just come and tell your truth. Okay, and we model after the Job Corps centers, which means that we are here to assist you with resume writings, mock interviews, and things of that nature to help you to be a successful and productive citizen harsh society. And then last but not least, we have our clothing line, which is We Are Optimistic, because we are. They say you are what you eat. We say you become what you wear, therefore become optimistic. Thank you.
I love that line.
You can find me on Facebook, Ashley, ASHELYBEE. I'm mainly on Facebook. I have an Instagram page, but I don't get on there like that. You can find me on Facebook.
Last but not least, Markel, where can they find you, where can they follow you, and where can they subscribe to you at?
I'm on Facebook as well as I'm on Instagram. It's my name, Markel Briscoe. Um, as well as any young folks out there, man, any young guys that young brothers that need somebody to talk to, or anything like that. You also can shoot me an email. Email address mbriscoe6523 at gmail.com, or shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Because like I said, man, I want to be I want to be a help. So you know any of those and just want to talk, or you got something in your mind something that you heard you talk about the day that you just want some advice, hit me up.
Good stuff right there, bro. Let the Papa's last words, y'all. I love the whole show, but I love the last words, your outgoing message. So I'm gonna start with my boy Markel. Any last words?
I'll just say this. I'll leave us with this. Love yourself. Just gonna leave it there. Love yourself.
Life coach. Any last words?
Yes, as stated before, you guys, the African proverb still holds truth to this day. Okay, it really does take a whole village to raise a child. And again, village, victorious individuals lending love abundantly to generations evolving. That's you, that's me, that's us. As let's come together and let's do our part, you guys, because we have to stop our people from being killed for no reason. Okay, you guys, let's come together. And also to the Breonna Taylor family, I want to send my condolences out to you all and let you all know that I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry for this whole thing, especially the outcome. And I pray that you guys get everything you rightfully deserve 100-fold, 100-fold. And that's what I have to say.
You the life coach. Ashley, any last words?
Last words. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Do your part in your community, wherever you are, and then you pass the baton on to somebody else. That's the only way we want to see effective changes if we all do our part in our communities and then let everything else work itself out.
Good stuff right there. My last words, if you laugh, you cry. That's a hell of a day, right? And the panel is right. The panel tonight is an example of what I'm getting ready to say. But also, I want to say this before I say it. I see the hurt and I see the pain. You tired of it and I'm tired of it. So, no matter what's going on and no matter what you're doing out there, never give up, never give up, never give up. Y'all brought it tonight. Like I said, y'all set the panel on fire. It touched my soul the whole time y'all was talking. My heart was beating. That's how much it was just hitting me. Thank you so much again. For the coolest dude I know, Markel. For the life coach, Bridget. And for my co-host, who did an excellent job, Ashley B. And I'm Cool Rob. And I always end off every show with Cool Rob is in the building. Over and out. Self-promotion is the best, y'all. Over and out. I don't have a bottle, but I found an orange folder. Over and out, y'all. I hate orange folders. Over and out, y'all. Thank you so much. But before I end it, the panel don't even know what I'm getting ready to do. Panel, I would like to just take a moment of silence for Breonna Taylor. I love you. We love you. And we see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.